Hi everyone, I'm Lisa Renee Jones, also Lisa Renee Harrison because I'm married to Diego Harrison. And so today we're still talking about interracial couples, and we thought it would be fun to talk about some of the family traditions. I think more his family traditions have influenced mine than mine.
Well, not more of a family tradition, we're talking like culture differences.
True.
It's more the norm across my culture to do certain things that she wasn't exposed to or used to, and she's come to, I guess, embrace them and make it seem it's almost as normal for her now.
Well, my favorite part is the green chili sauce. How you say it?
Chile.
Chile. Okay. Anyway, that's my favorite part. And it used to be that we just incorporated it into holiday meals, but now I make him make it all the time, and I eat it on everything. TV dinners. Oh, I love it on macaroni and cheese.
She eats it on bagels.
I don't eat it on bagels.
Oh, no, you do.
No, I don't. But I do put it on like sandwiches.
Oh,
stuff
sandwiches.
like that. Yeah, I eat it on a lot of things. But and then I guess the only real thing that I've influenced is that on holidays we have to have macaroni and cheese because, I mean, well, for one thing, that's how I judge every restaurant is if they have good macaroni and cheese, right?
Yeah.
And it's just a family tradition for me, passed from my grandmother Ford. I think actually my great-grandmother, that you have to have macaroni and cheese at the holidays.
Yeah, and she's gotten used to having, which we haven't had in a while, tamales for
Oh yeah,
holidays.
your mom makes good. And I thought I didn't like them, even though I'm from Texas, but your mom proved me wrong.
Yeah, but it's a lot of work to make tamales, and my mom was like, oh, I don't want to make them this year. But maybe this year we can convince her.
And she'll send them to us, and we'll freeze them and then microwave them. Oh God, they're still so good.
Yeah, they're good.
They're really good. And she'll make vegetarian ones for me, and I love that. But not that I'm a vegetarian, but I just prefer not a lot of meat. But anyway, so what else? We were talking about this earlier. So many things, actually.
Yeah, like for instance, whenever she has a doctor's appointment, whatever it is, a checkup, or if she has a problem here or there, if it's just a routine doctor's appointment, or even if it's the other, more of an extreme situation, I always feel I have to go.
He does.
I have to go, whether if it was me, I'd take a day off work back whenever I had a 9 to 5 to go to. I went. It's just because that's my culture. Whenever a family member goes to the hospital or to the doctor, you're going to have a family member go with you. At least one, if not more. Some may meet you, hey, I'm running late, I'll be there by, in an hour or so, or half an hour. You're going to have family there.
Yeah, we were laughing about this because I was in Texas in January because my daughter-in-law almost died of the H1N1 virus. I mean, I'm talking life support, the works. So when I was there for ICU, and we were moving at the time, so Diego couldn't come, well, his family, even though she couldn't be seen, his family was insistent on being there. That's not the part we were laughing about, but yeah, they were insistent, and they're like, well, remember, you said they called you often about
Yeah, my mom and sister were very insistent. They wanted to go, and I told them, well, she can't have visitors, or her husband doesn't really want to have people there while she's in coma. And my mom and sister are like, well, it's okay, we'll just wait in the cafeteria, or we'll wait in the hallway, or we'll wait somewhere in the hospital. As long as they're in the hospital, they feel like they're there with them. That's just the way we are, and for the most part, all the Mexicans that I've spoken to, Hispanic cultures, Latin people in general, that's how they are. If you go to the hospital, you're going to have a lot of people there.
Well, and here's proof. While in ICU, there was a Hispanic person who was being treated, and I tell you that the whole ICU waiting room was filled with a Hispanic family. I am talking every kid, every family member, people who probably didn't even know people, filled up an entire waiting room. It was crazy, and this was not a small waiting room. And we even joked with the nurses about it, and because I had talked about Diego saying that was common. And he said that if my daughter-in-law would have been sick in East Texas, which is where he has lots of family, that I would have met family members that I have never even met because they all would have been there.
Yeah, like my aunts were praying, and they were very concerned. Even though they had never met Jennifer, they were very concerned over her. And I know for a fact that if it would have been a little bit closer to East Texas, they would have definitely been in the waiting room or in the cafeteria waiting for news or just to give support to the family that was in the hospital.
The Catholic religion is very strong in the Hispanic culture too.
Very, very strong.
Yeah, and so I remember when your grandmother passed away that there were certain things that happened at the funeral that I wasn't familiar with at all. Because is that common with all of the Catholic religion, or was
Yeah.
some of that was just?
No, that's
Yeah,
Catholic.
see, because I'm not Catholic. So what else?
Oh, I'm sure there's more. We can think of it, but I don't know. Get distracted with the jingling.
Yeah, if you hear the jingling, that would be our cat, Julie Padra. And we can't shut the door when we film these because she literally will stand at the door and start howling like a dog. And here she is. And she will start scratching on the door and going crazy. See, we have a very mixed family. She's Oriental. I'm white. He's Mexican. Right?
Yep.
And actually, that's another quick topic I'll talk about is, one of the things people have responded to so much is when we talked about some of the little racial slurs and stuff that people make when they don't know that Diego is Mexican. And it hit me that, not even intentionally, we're surrounded by people who are in interracial relationships. That's how common they are. His close friend, Matt, who he met recently, but they've really become great friends, is black, and he's married to a white woman. They had no idea, and they have 7 kids, so they're, obviously mixed. His sister was with a black man for years, and then she was with a white man for years. Then my assistant Melissa's half Japanese. And
Blanca, our assistant here, is married to a white guy, and she's half Mexican, half.
Oh, what did she say?
I don't know. Puerto Rican.
Okay, sorry, Blanca.
I can't remember.
She's gonna watch this.
All I remember is the Mexican.
I'm sorry, Blanca, because he's Mexican. What does that say? But I mean, seriously, for people who make racial slurs and stuff because they don't, know that you're with someone who is of another race, or they don't think that you're of another race. Wow, what a small mind. And in this world that we live in today, what California is now officially more Latino than it is white. How likely is it that you're with someone who is in an interracial relationship? And frankly, when I grew up in Texas, to me, I looked at Mexican and white almost the same because there were it's just part of the culture. Having fajitas and margaritas and things like that, that's just part of our culture, the Mexican culture, so I think it was easy for me to embrace that too, because I grew up with it. But anyway, so that's just a few of the things. I'm sure as we go on, we'll think of like a million others.
Yeah.
But so we'll talk to you soon more about being an interracial couple.